A day in the life of Miguel begins with an early flight. It always starts with the early flight. We land, try and check into the hotel, grab a bite if possible, and we hit sound check. I sound check with my band, and after that, it takes about an hour, 2 hours, just setting up and getting things all together. We try and grab a bite, change, and then we rock the fuck out. And it's late nights to early flights. That's what my life has been for the past year. And I love every moment of it. So that's what it's like. Man, it feels like I'm shadow boxing my own expectation every day. I'm sparring with what it is that I see for myself, and I'm discovering new things about who I am and what I represent every day as a man, and that kind of it becomes a part of my music and a part of my artistry. And it's awesome that I have this tremendous opportunity to deliver my art by way of passion, and I think that's really what the most important part about it is it's the passion. That's what drives me. That's all that drives me. Because otherwise, if it was any other motive, through all of the unexpected and unfathomable circumstances and situations and so on and so forth, if it wasn't for passion, I don't think that anyone could deal with those things. I don't think it's something that a normal human being would want to deal with unless they were passionate about it. So passion is definitely the driving force. 5 to 10 years from now, as a musician, I intend on being so much more knowledgeable and so much more trained. As a guitarist, as a producer, as a composer, as a songwriter, I hope to have found a way to become vulnerable in every single way, musically, and discovering new ways and new melodic patterns and time patterns. I just hope to have learned so much about world culture and about music around the world that I've become this worldly individual, and that it showcases itself, and that worldliness showcases itself through my music. 10 years from now, I hope to really speak a language that can be understood, from every creed and color and so on and so forth. That's what music is all about. It's all about the emotion, and I think the best musicians were able to do that in every phrase, in every word of how they delivered their music, and I think that's what I hope to become. And I think I'm on the right path. I think we've thus far made some music that lots of people, even if they don't understand the words, can feel, and I think that's what music is all about. It's all about what it is you feel when you hear it. So that's what I hope to grow to become. I mean, truth be told, Wale's been and he's said this, I'll say this, he's been a fan for quite some time, for years now, and it just so happened that with every year, social networking has made getting in contact that much easier. And I've been growing as an artist, and he's been growing as an artist, obviously, and it just was a matter of time before we got in contact. He actually reached out via Twitter, and that's how we met, over Twitter, and it still took, about a year and a half for us to actually get together and put a song together. But he's been tremendously diligent and just such a great, you know, he just had a vision. He had such a clear vision of what he wanted, and he's always been super cool and just accommodating and you know, absolutely knowledgeable. So any knowledge he had, you know, in terms of his experience and whatnot, he's always been very just giving of that and supportive. And so just, you know, we had the opportunity to do a record, and he felt like this was the song that he wanted to be kind of like a lead-off single for his album, his newest album, Ambition, which is coming out November 1st this year, 2011. And this is going to be the first single. It's, you know, Lotus Flower Bomb, and you know, it just received such a tremendous response from, you know, his fans and my fans alike, you know, online. So we're excited to see how it does on radio, and regardless of how, you know, that plays out, I think we managed to create music that people can feel and connect with. And I think the most important part about the song is what he says. He describes it as talking to women and not at women, and I think women can appreciate that. So shout out to Wale, that's my brother. Shout out to the DMV, everybody that's been supporting Wale. You know, he loves y'all, and I appreciate him introducing me to his fan base as well. So yeah, Lotus Flower Bomb, check it out. Man, you know what? Him and I have been discussing just collaborating in general, be it, you know, just on some, you know, free music for our fans. You know, I think we have a great chemistry when it comes to making music, and I think we're both just kind of creative individuals and have great ideas that we'd like to bounce off back and forth. You know, so we're hoping to give the people some more music that they can rock to, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, hopefully it'll be on the next album, but in the meantime, I think we'll be delivering, you know, just creative pieces. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, I'm singing and he's rapping. It could be spoken word, or it could be I'm producing and he's emceeing, or vice versa. You know, I think we're just man, we're just like-minded. We're on the same wavelength when it comes to being creative, and so we're just kind of open to delivering music that showcases all of those aspects. You know what I'm saying? Collaborations. Thus far, I've had a really good opportunity, a few really good opportunities. I've been in the studio with Usher for his, you know, forthcoming album. I've worked with Neo thus far, as well as John Legend. And other than that, it's just been a lot of like indie producers that do a lot of like alternative hip hop and electronic hip hop stuff that I'm excited about. I think it's the job of, or it's not the job. It should. We as artists should take pride in introducing our fan bases to something that's new, you know, and I'm excited to explore introducing the sounds and influences that I have, you know, in my personal and private time when it comes to music, to my fans that may just not even not be aware of the different kinds of music that are out there and that influence me. So, you know, it's just a lot to come, man. A lot to come. I'm working with Diplo, hopefully Flying Lotus, a good friend of mine, Thundercat, who just put out an album. If you haven't got it, make sure you get it. Thundercat, Brooke DeLoe from J Davy, excuse me. Shout out to J Davy. Yeah, just a lot of great music, man. I'm excited. Boys Noise, shout out to Boys Noise. Should be working very, very soon. Yeah, just really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. What's next? The world, man. I'll be on tour with Marsha Ambrosius for the next month. It's Grey Goose. They're sponsoring our tour. It's a Rising Icons tour, co-headlining with Marsha Ambrosius, like I said, and we start October 9th and it goes all the way throughout November. And from then we go on to the UK. I go to the UK and kind of close out the album here in the States, the domestic release of All I Want Is You, and I'll focus on the majority of the next album abroad. So I'll do about 2 weeks in the UK, 2 weeks elsewhere, 2 weeks elsewhere outside of the States, and then we'll wrap it up here, back home, just in time to give you guys some new music, you know, following the last single off of All I Want Is You. So I'm really excited about it, man. We've got 2 more singles coming after Quickie. off of All I Want Is You, which is out now in stores. And once that last single, which is Pay Me, is released and it's kind of died out, we should be hitting you with the first single from the second album. So I'm excited to just keep it going. I don't plan on stopping, and you know, that's the name of the game. We just got to keep hitting people over the head with great music and you know, introducing them to who I am as an artist. Check it out. This is Miguel checking in with you guys, and for all my people, y todo mi gente, you gotta know that it's myculture.com. Check it out.